6 o'clock.
Plan of action after elections. Reactions continue to trail postponement of governorship and state assembly elections. Court orders INEC to allow use of temporary voter cards in March 18 election. And stakeholders speak on causes of kidney disease. On the foreign scene, 14 migrants drown off the coast of Tunisian city Sfax. I'm Adedayo Elushakin. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has vowed to chase out those he claimed were instrumental to the failure of the PDP in the last election. He said this during the commissioning of internal roads in the Gruta, Ikure local government area.
We are going to chase them out of the party and take our party and rebuild our party. Our party have lost again. They've destroyed our party. We are going to chase them out of the party. They have no role to play for our party.
He expressed joy that the agreement reached among the G5 governors prior to the presidential election was achieved.
Within us in our integrity group, we agreed that we must make sure power comes to the south. And in any state where you have control, if Labour Party comes first, APC must come second. If APC comes first, Labour must come second. And we did it. I'm proud to say it.
Meanwhile, reactions have continued to trail the postponement of the governorship and Parliament. The Publicity Secretary of the PDP in Rivers State, Sidney Igbara, says INEC has a responsibility to fulfill the promises it made to Nigerians on the use of BVAS before the elections. Igbara said this during the morning crossfire on Nigeria Info and also urged those aggrieved over the outcome of the elections to seek redress in court. Moving on, reactions have continued to trail the postponement of the governorship and State House of Assembly elections earlier scheduled for March 11, 2023. Now, some residents of Rivers State spoke to our correspondent and said they expect the one-week extension to enable INEC conduct a better election, while others say the time is still too limited for INEC to improve on its previous performance.
As they process the election now, they will do it well, that people will not be much angry in the election. Last election, a lot of things happened where INEC is a problem of this Nigeria and security. Some people that always shift their marriage or burial or whatever to next to 18. Now, they can't kill anybody now.
INEC don't already fair Nigeria by not giving us what they said that they will give us. So we expect them to do more better. If this time around they will upload the results immediately in front of the masses, better let people's votes count. That is how we will get a better Nigeria. If people's votes no go fit count, it's better say we will not get election for this country.
At least the presidential issue will be sorted out before the election. It does not affect me in any way anyway.
Also, stakeholder and public affairs analyst Gideon Jones says the postponement of the governorship and state assembly elections will enable the commission to change some of the ad hoc staff alleged to have been compromised during the last election. In an interview, our correspondent Ojo said it would have been very difficult for the commission to conduct the governorship and assembly elections on March 11 without experiencing hitches as experienced during the presidential election.
Some of the staff of the commission actually compromised the integrity of the February 25th election, and the commission has already given an order to the resident electoral commissioner not only punish them but also replace them to ensure that they do not have anything to do with the forthcoming governorship and House of Assembly. And we are not talking of only one state. There are several states where INEC officials have been fingers to have colluded with politicians to undermine the integrity of the election. So the postman will give the commission a little more time to be able to do a better job.
And moving on, the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered INEC to allow the use of temporary voter cards in the forthcoming governorship and state houses of assembly elections, which has been slated for March 18. In his ruling, Justice Iguatu said the order was made on the grounds that the plaintiffs were duly registered and captured in INEC's database. The court held that there was no portion of the law that states that it is only PVCs that could be used, but that the law under Section 47 provided for a voter's card. Now, two aggrieved Nigerians, Koforola Olusegun and Wilson Olwell, filed the suit. And to other matters, one excited Mowo, a native of Emelesue community in Abua Odua local government area, is accusing an Oguo Gabriel of threat to his life. Mowo claims that Oguo Gabriel flogged his brother, Kingdom Mowo, to death on October 17, 2022, and has promised to do the same to him. He claims that members of his community who witnessed his brother's death had since reported the matter to the police. However, Mowo is therefore appealing to the Rivers State Governor, the police and civil society organizations to come to his aid.
One man called Ogo Gabriel killed my younger brother on the 17th of October. I now took the matter to Abua police station. They transferred the matter to State CID. Since on the 17th of October till now, nothing yet has been done in that matter. This corporate is working down in Abodwal and nothing has been done to him. Yesterday I went to the Abua police station and I told the Abua DPO that this young man that killed my brother is still working. He said I should go and hold the young man. And I said it's not my duty to go and hold the young man. I'm calling upon the civil society, I'm calling upon the police, I'm calling everybody to come and investigate this matter because the young man have threatened that after now he's going to kill me because I'm looking for the mother of my younger brother.
And supplements, herbal drugs and even excessive intake of painkillers could lead to chronic kidney disease. Now, this was made known by the head of nephrology department at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, Amanda David West, as the world marks Kidney Day. Dr. Manda, in an interview, urged people to always go for routine checks and watch out for other risk factors like hypertension and diabetes.
So people don't know that one kidney is not working well until when they come for routine check and it is detected. And people that have high risk of kidney disease and people that have diabetes, hypertension, go for routine checks, do your urine test, do your blood tests. Then avoid what we call supplements, all these herbal medications, because most of them, they are major cause of kidney disease. Even some medicines we call painkillers are also a major cause of kidney disease. They also advise people that avoid smoking, do not smoke, cut down on alcohol consumption.
On his part, Professor of Medicine and consultant nephrologist Pedro N.M. Chema says people with kidney diseases suffer more when there is a disaster. Professor N.M. Chema, in an interview, said health institutions should be better prepared in the face of disasters, pandemics or conflicts in order to have a strong public health system.
Some of them are ongoing care. Somebody who's on hemodialysis needs dialysis 3 times a week to remain alive. And so there's an earthquake in Port Harcourt. Is there any plan that we have for such people? Or someone who had a kidney transplant that needs some medications to keep the kidney functioning, and something happens. So there are a lot of disruptions to this category of persons and their care when such crises do occur. And so if there's some plan of action that peradventure this kind of things happen, XYZ should be done. They discover that the effectiveness of our public health will be much better when we are more prepared.
Professor Adam Sherman spoke on the cost of care for sufferers of kidney disease, saying it's a challenge as most people cannot afford it.
We've had people who have had kidney failure who were even unconscious, who will revive with treatment, with dialysis. But the challenge with caring for kidney disease is the cost of care. If you know how much a dialysis session will cost, then you can begin to see how challenging. And in fact, from the records we also have, we realize that less than 4% of patients on dialysis are able to sustain dialysis for more than 3 months. And for most of these who are able to be dialysis for 3 months and beyond, they are not even getting the adequate number of dialysis that is prescribed. We're talking about 3 times a week continuously.
Well, he also spoke on how the kidney can be well cared for.
The kidney has so many roles that it plays that helps even other organs to function more effectively. So it becomes our responsibility to help protect the kidney. And how will they be able to achieve this? Adequate water intake. Because the kidney needs a certain amount of water to be able to excrete this waste I mentioned. So if it doesn't have that certain amount of water, it's not able to carry enough of this waste out of the body. And of course, making sure that generally you exercise regularly, you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, you rest adequately, you sleep adequately, and maintain a reasonable body weight.
Well, still ahead on the news, death toll in Lagos train bus accident rises to 6. Please stay with us. The major news on Nigeria Info. And 6 people have now been reported dead after a moving train rammed into a state bus conveying civil servants to work. Over 82 persons have been injured. The unfortunate crash occurred at the PWD bus stop in the Ikeja area of the state this morning. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who visited the hospital, said 2 persons died at the scene of the accident and 4 at the hospital. Meanwhile, the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, has directed experts of the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, to commence investigations immediately.
And now, the business news.
Rivers State Governor Yusuf Wike has commissioned a 10-kilometer internal road in Igruta Ikure local government area. The governor commended the contractor for executing the project at a stipulated time of 6 months.
Take it away with the entertainment news.
Oscars boss Janet Yang says the Academy will now respond differently to how they dealt with Will Smith slapping comedian Chris Rock at the Oscars last year. Ahead of the 95th Academy Award ceremony on Monday, 13 March, the American film producer told Good Morning Britain that the Academy would respond more swiftly in removing the person should a similar incident happen this year.
And now, updates on the sports news.
And Real Madrid say UEFA's proposal to reimburse some fans who attended last year's Champions League final is insufficient and have demanded all supporters should be compensated. And independent reports found UEFA BS primary responsibility for chaotic scenes that almost led to disaster outside Paris' Stade de France.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
And 14 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa have drowned off the coast of the Tunisian city of Sfax. Authorities said in a statement on Facebook that Coast Guard patrols last night intercepted a group whose boat had sunk, rescuing 54 people of various sub-Saharan African nationalities and recovering 14 bodies. That's it on the news this evening. You heard Rivers State Governor says he will ensure that those who caused the failure of the PDP are chased out of the party. And more reactions are still trailing the postponement of the governorship and state assembly elections. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered INEC to allow the use of temporary voter cards in the March 18 election. Stakeholders have easy and 40 migrants around, of course, mostly cloudy weather expected in this evening. And do remember that peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. Thanks for listening. I'm Adedayo in Lushakin. Good evening.